Alright guys, seriously? Like, quit picking the same numbers. I think you're all, like, teaming up on me or something. Anyway, got a roulette versus some dude who I didn't know what name to write down, so I just punched in some letters. And here we go. I got a Bliss, he's got a Jump Pluff. So it's like, sweet! Bliss is total Leech Seed fodder, so hopefully he goes for it, because I'm not a normal Blissey. I'm a Specs Blissey. So I'm hoping to nail this punk with an Ice Beam and get him the heck out of here. But he goes for a sub. He doesn't go for sleep either, which would have been okay. And he goes straight for the sub. So now he'll probably put me to sleep. Unfortunately, it doesn't miss, and I am forced to switch out. So I'm expecting him to sub here. But he might go for Leech Seed, so I'm going to go right to Tentacruel just in case, because I got some Liquid Ooze, and he does! And I think that's just like the coolest thing ever. Totally got him some Ooze, and I'm hoping he puts me to sleep again, because that Bliss is serene great. So if he uses Sleep, he breaks Sleep Claws, I win, which would be cool. But I'm going to go for Ice Beam. Unfortunately, he realizes the situation, doesn't want to stay in with Liquid Ooze, and he goes to this guy. Don't really know why, but he does, so whatever. He can't Toxic me, Surf isn't going to be anything, so I don't know, maybe Super Fang, but I get up both layers of spikes, and he roars me out, so cool. I'm hoping he's afraid of Thunderbolt, but this one doesn't pack it, because this one was intended to kill Blissey, so it's just got Tri-Attack, but I'm going to go for it. Figured, meh, it's roulette, no idea what's going on, let's give it a hit, see what happens. And hits me with the Surf. Kind of stinks, but I take it a lot better than I thought I would, so that's pretty cool. But I'm just going to switch out now. I'm looking at what I could go to. I've got a couple water guys that wouldn't be too afraid, but they also wouldn't be able to do too much back. So I'm just going to go straight to a Shedinja, because he's chill like that, and I don't think he's got Toxic on him, so I'm not too afraid. Unfortunately, he also happens to switch to a Heatran, like, really, dude? So that's kind of bogus, and I could go for Dig, I could go for Confuse Ray, but I'm going to switch the first time just to see what happens, and in before all you smoking guys go, lol, Mence is Uber, yeah, watch how Uber this guy really is. So I see no Life Orb. I figure it's probably just standard Scarf, or it's a bulky set, so it's going to be worried about the obvious Earthquake, or maybe it's not so obvious. So I Dragon Dance. I thought about Roosting, but I go for Dragon Dance, and he Dragon Pulses me, so he's dead. Yeah, Salamence totally counters and obliterates Heatran, and yet he's Uber even though he just got his ass handed to him on a silver platter. I don't understand the logic on that one, but that's the way the situation went down. So, I'm thinking what to bring into Heatran. He's probably going to have Earth Power, so I don't think Tentacruel is going to be a good option. So hopefully I can scare him away with this. I should be able to live one of anything, and I go for Brick Break just as prediction, just in case. And Zapdos comes in, which is cool. I haven't seen a Zapdos in years, and I mean years when I say years, but somewhere in the last few years, this original legendary Pokemon has picked up a fire move, and I was not aware of this, and I've never seen this before. So I go for Dig, expecting the obvious Heatran to come back in, and he's like, nah, I'm going to Heat Wave you, and I'm like, what? So whatever. Not only that, even if I did go for Confuse Ray, I'm still burned, and it was still worthless whatever, doesn't matter, because the only thing Shedinja was capable of defeating in this match was Walrein, which now has to face Toxic Spike, so that wasn't even really whatever. It's stupid. That sucks. It's retarded. So the only thing I have that can live a hit is this guy, who only barely lives a hit, throws back an Ice Beam in his face, and it doesn't even kill him. So now I'm like, great, he's going to Roost, that'll negate his Flying type, and now I've got to hope for a crit Surf. He doesn't Roost, however, which surprises me dearly, and lets himself die to Life Orb, so whatever. I mean, I guess I'll take it. Maybe he didn't think about the Roost negation, but it's not like I did half damage anyway, but whatever, who cares. So I go to this guy as it's pretty much him, or a half-dead PZ, or a sleeping Specs Blissey, which means I pretty much have nothing. Toxic Spikes have been obviously completely worthless, so this was just matchup. It's a roulette, you know, you play with the cards you're given, you use what you can, when you can, where you can, from Theodore Roosevelt, and this is what I had, and there's not too much I can do about it. So I just switch out to Coach Z. I evade a Leech Seed. Oh, thanks. That's great. Too bad it doesn't make a difference. And you know, if it landed, he would just be able to sub one or two more turns, but Coach Z would go down. So he switches out to fodder pretty much. The only thing Toxic Spikes is really actually worthwhile on, go figure. and I'm able to 2-hit KO it. But that's still going to leave me more life orb damage on myself, which is going to give me 0 chance to live any. Oh, a critical hit! Thanks. That was real swell right there. So he goes to this guy, who I'm sure Toxic Spikes hits him, but I mean, come on, isn't the point of him to die and use Aftermath or Rough Skin or whatever anyway? So whatever. He's got Aqua Jet, so I can't stay in. My hope is to go to Specs Blissey, get a 1-turn Wake Up, and hit it with a Thunderbolt and kill it. I mean, that's really all I've got. So at this point, actually a few turns ago, I was already thinking the only thing I have is to get like 3 or 4 critical hits with Aqua Jet in a row and finish them off. Like that's my chance. So, and I've already burned 1 useless crit, so there's no way I'm going to get that many more. I don't wake up, and I bite the dust, and he's probably wondering what the hell was that Blissey. It died. It took like 200 points from Aqua Jet. It didn't do Squidoosh. It had Serene Grace. What the hell? So here we go. I've got to hope for Aqua Jet crit number 1, and he switches out for Intimidate, which is totally unnecessary, but at the same time, that is definitely the right play. Go Merciless and just choke me down to nothing. Kick me when I'm down. So that forces me to switch out into what the hell? This guy I've got left, Coach Z. So he bites the dust, and now I need to get at least 4 Aqua Jet crits in a row, or 4 out of 5, you know, something. So go for Aqua Jet numero uno. And obviously it happens to be a bulky Toro since it has leftovers. So I'm like, really? It couldn't even... Whatever. There's nothing I can do about that matchup. So I survive a lot better than I thought I would. So I go for another one. But, you know, of course he's going to live with single digits. And of course he's going to rest instead of just killing me. So that's great. I'm thinking now I've got 3 turns to kill him. I can't even 3-hit KO him. But oh wait, it gets better. He happens to have Sleep Talk. So I'm like, great. This is swell. This is divine. And Aqua Jet does diddly squat right there. That must have been minimum damage. And of course he, however, himself gets a crit just to add insult to injury. But whatever. Them's the breaks. That's how it goes. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later. Peace.